around here if I wanted.
I mean, I think that would work out.
It's Saturday night. I have no date. 2 cans of Dr. Pepper and my All Rush Spotify playlist.
I don't know, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue the same way. We need to bring back mixtapes.
Just for that joke, yes. Oh,
It's Saturday night. It's 106 miles to Chicago. It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses.
I need to find the Fallout equivalent to that, though, I think.
We're live, by the way.
I figured, yes.
Yep. Hey, Gator.
Hi, Gator.
Hello!
Right, so over the last week or so since we played on Tuesday, I grinded out to Master Rank 100. I beat the final bosses, as the 2 respective final bosses of Master Rank, being Primordial Malzeno and Scorned Magnamalo. I also got really into Greatsword, because Izolyn mentioned Surge Slash when last we streamed, and I was like, huh, that's the alternate style for Greatsword that lets it, like, do multi-hit combos instead of being a one-trick pony, right? So I decided to give Greatsword a shot, and I found out I really like Surge Slash Greatsword. It feels like a real weapon that I actually want to play, instead of, you know, how it was kind of garbage for 3 generations.
Damn.
Yeah, the Surge Slash Greatsword is a nice change of pace for me because Rise has some monsters that float, and it's kind of annoying trying to fight those with Sword and Shield sometimes. So what if I just pulled out a bigger sword?
Biggest sword. What if you pulled out biggest sword?
Yeah, no, I was just finding that, Surge Slash Greatsword is just out damaging my Switch Axe in every scenario. Like, I was primarily playing Switch Axe, and when I'm playing Switch Axe, it's all about, okay, I gotta try and get into sword mode, and then build up my meter so I get the strengthened attacks. I need to try and get a zero-sum discharge whenever I can, and I have, like, you know, I have my counter that has, like, a lot of startup and is very specific about landing it and all that. And then I tried Surge Slash Greatsword in the training room, and like, oh, this deals, like, 1 string of 3 hits from a Surge Slash Greatsword is, like, as much damage as a full zero-sum discharge from my Switch Axe.
Hey, Zalkaja.
Heian era daily life sim. Giant fucking dragons and monkeys that existed during the Heian era. Yeah, they're called yokai!
Yeah! What? Why do you think they had to eventually get Minamoto no Yorimitsu invented?
Remember, during the Heian era, the 2 genders were poetry and incredible violence, and everybody was gender fluid.
That's right. So,
Also,
among the things I did was, they have noticed by my cool little crown here, there is a Master Rank event quest to fight 2 Furious Rajangs at the same time in the arena.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, so I did that.
Yeah, they had that in World 2.
Why?
Well, I mean, World... So, it's an interesting thing where, in World, there's, like, a timer before the second Rajang shows up. So the goal is, like, oh, you gotta kill the one Rajang before the second one shows up, and the fight becomes unmanageable. Kind of like how it was in the older games, because 2 Rajangs in the arena was also an event quest in Freedom Unite. In this one, they're both active from the start, and you can't turn the fence on until, like, 5 minutes in. And then the fence sort of only stays up for, like, a minute.
Oh, shit.
On Counterstellar.
So, I managed to do that quest. It took me, I think it took me about 14 minutes. And I would say that 80% of that 14 minutes was me running in circles, desperately trying to avoid attacks as the Rajangs beat the shit out of each other.
Ah, yes, let the Rajangs handle the Rajangs.
Yeah, the subs is last stream. I handed out 5 gift subs, Zelkasha.
Yeah.
I think that was before you arrived, though.
Just goes to show you should be on time. Alright, so this is I believe, the first rampage where there's 2 areas.
Yeah, so when they inevitably break the first gate, we move to the second. That's defender,
Oh, so
that's
that's-
not defender.
That has to happen. Oh, no.
Let's put another defender right here.
Ah, I see things have gotten more complicated.
Only a little bit. It's all the same, like, equipment and stuff that we've always had. It's just now there is a second area that we will have to worry about. Hello, Mr. LaRoque.
Oops. Oh well.
Ah, yes, one entire Fugen the Elder.
Alright, you can only summon Fugen one time for the entire quest.
No, I figured by the limited. I just found it funny that, you know.
Yeah, Fugen's whole thing is he shows up with that long, like, you know the special longsword that you get for defeating Magnamalo in the village quests?
Yeah.
He shows up wielding that, charges up for about 5 seconds, and then does a gigantic whirlwind slash that does like 3,000 damage to all monsters in a large radius.
Damn.
Who's not ready? Who are we waiting on?
Someone.
Make sure you got your installations.
The Rampage Sword once you beat Village Magnamalo. Ah! That makes sense.
Chunky boy.
We've unlocked cannons.
We should set those up soon because we don't have any missions for using ballistas to repel monsters.
Yeah.
Wait, who's getting phrasing?
Velkaja, she asked where I got this fat log. Oh, you know. I just have this now.
It was always there.
Oh, counter signal.
Can I
Power word kill!
I can kind of bank shots
spooky.
over that. Not very well, but I can try.
Ah, fuck.
Hi there, Great Azuchi. Meet my buddy, Greater Azuchi.
But what about the greatest Izuchi?
That's also this guy.
I don't know. You never. Capcom might try and be funny and have another event quest with a fucking kaiju-sized Great Izuchi, like they did with Jagras.
Oh, but that's Jagras. Everyone knows Jagras is already a joke.
I don't know. Greatest Jagras will fuck you up.
Yeah.
True, that thing was surprisingly powerful.
The gimmick is it's a great Jagras, but it hits hard enough that you just die.
That's why it's the greatest Jagras. Major threats.
Dragonator or Splitting Wyvern.
Do we have all our stuff? Do we have Defender cannons unlocked?
Yes, we have Defender cannons up.
Let's replace this guy here with a Defender cannon then. Scholar, you might want to just refresh your ballista, actually.
Yeah, you
I
can,
think you can do that.
you can dismantle it and then put up a new one.
Oh, I know that, yeah. I might do. Maybe I should do a cannon. Ah, well, no more cannons.
Oh no, you can put one
Well, you
down
could
and
also-
it'll
yeah, you
just
can.
pull out,
Yeah, we also have these two back here that weren't really doing anything.
Yeah,
we should set up a dragon bait over by the Dragonator.
have Dragon Bait yet?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, but
Yeah.
those are limited, so we'll have to wait for the right moment.
Now we're talking. Firepower.
Scholar yelled power word kill because the counter signal went off. One that gives us
Yeah.
a massive damage boost.
Oh, we're all. If y'all are ready.
ここで食い止めないと。皆様、無理はなさらずに。
Oh shit, penis monster.
What did they mean when they said that Kazu's role in the penis monster's role in the rampage is to be a gate crasher?
Something Hyman joke.
Well, you're the one that said it, not me.
That doesn't mean I agree with it. It's just when I'm one of the suggestions for what did they mean by this.
It was a rhetorical. What did they mean by this? You fell for my cunning trap.
God damn it. Obviously, like all.
What is it? What is it, Zelkaja? What have you got to tell me that's so important? Power word come. Ha! Joke's on you! That spell no longer works on me since I started HRT!
Oh.
It's gonna take a lot more than that! Get out of here, after some. Stop.
The bear! No!
it's no.
I mean, it did, yeah, but it's not like an on-demand thing. As they say, it comes and it goes. Like, they're gonna be, I can go like a week without feeling anything, and then all of a sudden it's like, yup, now's the time. Now it's happening.
Perhaps in some ways you could say it comes and then it goes. It comes and goes. That was terrible.
Alright. Successfully repelled with cannon.
We also now have, Hino and Minato.
Yeah! The girls!
Are fighting.
They're fighting so many monsters. They're out of control.
Sending a message to Minato and Hinoa. Send dudes. Did you mean send nudes? No, we're in the middle of a rampage. Send dudes!
We're in the middle of a rampage. Somebody needs to ban these ballistic.
Favors, you're just in time for me beating Kazu to death with my wood.
Jousting.
Yes, Dick Fight Island.
I feel like we need to start playing like Battle of the Fates or something for that.
What this other game isn't.
Wow! I wonder what's wrong with that Arzuros. It sure looks unusual.
Let's set up the Wyvern Fire over here.
I'm also just, as a precaution that I'm sure we won't need, I'm going to set up some installations in the next area. We probably won't need them. I don't think anything's going to get this far.
Now would also probably be a good time to have somebody ready on the Dragonator and have like the Dragon Bait ready there maybe as well. Actually, speaking of this escape over here, do I have? Yes, I have some barrel bombs. What if I just put those right here? So that everybody can enjoy my stupid shoutouts.
Ah, of course.
It's the same as in World. You look like you need some healing, buddy. Why don't you go back and
Take a nap.
rest up?
Thank you, Hinoa. I also believe that we can do this.
You're receiving encouragement from wife.
I have to sharpen the mushrooms on this piece of wood.
Ah, yes. Stop flirting on the job, says Zelkaja.
Listen, you can't stop me. No one can stop me. Minato says to stop flirting on the job, but I won't. Like, I went and tested some of the follower interactions, and, like, Minato will actively scold you if you, like, try to blow kisses at her. No one else does that. Just Minato.
She is on the job, damn it. Ah, cannon.
手加減なしだ
Oh,
こうしてはならん。
いいかい
no, I don't think I can reach those with this.
頼りにしてるぞ
その調子だ。
あれが主だね
Oh, here we go.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah!
Oh,
I love having mechanics. I love when they just don't fucking work. Is it gonna ignore all this over here? Is that how it's gonna? Yeah.
Yep.
皆様ルキオーコンパザスまだ大丈夫
Yeah, no, the apexes have a scripted attack.
Alright, also there's a great wire bug over here to get into the next area real quick.
Yeah, the apexes have a scripted attack that just instantly destroys the gate. And to force you into the second area.
I can't say I don't get it, but nonetheless, fuck that.
Yeah.
主が群れを
Oh, come on!
Yeah, also, its roar just causes damage to happen for some
一致
reason.
団結だ。
What? What hit me? I was so far. What is attacking me? Fuck off with this.
さすがだね
Right. Arzuros, are you gonna hold still? Oh, so it attacking the wall, despite being nowhere near me, will knock me off of the wyvern shot. Cool.
Yes. It is a dedicated, hey, get the fuck off the installation. Like,
I'm fine! I'm okay!
yeah, the Grey Rock right in the middle of the splitting wyvern shot there, but don't worry, we're fine.
覚悟はいいかい
It'll take more than that to defeat the courageous village maid!
よし
Oh yeah, I know that the last upswing in the surge flash combo has the double hits, but I'm not sure if that deals more damage than getting the like the sweet spot on the vertical.
加減なしだなんかしてくるぞ通すわけには
避けるできこ。
I don't like this thing.
オーコンパザス
Yeah.
モンスターを狙っているぞ里森頑張ります覚悟はいいかい
I know about the fucking upswing. I know how to use it, Zelkaja. I am choosing not to use it because I don't know if it does the best damage.
Get him, Emogi.
一気に行こ
We have given the little girl a minigun.
We put on a machine cannon.
No!
う私の獲物だ
見られてたまるか。
Little switch axe user looking for damage numbers rather than style. I think the move is like, what is this you're even fucking saying? Of course I'm gonna use the attack that is better. Also, how is the switch axe not about style? Like, the zero-sum discharge is all about style. Yeah, I'm aware that I'm not getting a good hit zone here because, you know, Apex Monster says, oh, trying to actually deal meaningful damage to me sucks because the hit zone that was good on the normal version is bad now.
Why is this thing not dead yet?
阻止してくれ
Would Itsushi even do anything here? Because Itsushi, like, sets things up for wyvern fighting, right?
He also, I think he does, like, the wire bug, like, pull, so he can force monsters into specific positions. Like, let's see. Oh, well, never mind. It's already dead.
Yay.
We'll carve this thing like a turkey.
Oh, I got a beast then. Cool.
Do we have a turkey monster, actually?
We had Hypnocatress at the tail end of Gen 2.
That's a cockatrice. That doesn't count.
Right, I was trying to say earlier and then, like, interrupted myself, but, the crown that I've got, that's from doing the Double Furious Rajang event quest. It gives you a little ticket that's used to just make this.
They're furious. Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah. Essentially, it is just running around trying to avoid dying until one of them gets beat up enough that you can wyvern ride and then use it to beat the shit out of the other one.
Also, oh my god, it's cutscene.
Oh, cutscene. Alright, I'm gonna dip out of the lobby real quick so that we can see the cutscene. So that we can appreciate the story as it happens. Senri, get me the fuck out of here.
Oh, what's that big glowing snake thing in the sky?
I don't know. Housekeeper,
Hmm.
help me recall this important moment that I've seen to have utterly forgotten.
You know, I know!
Oh shit, Hinoa has blue eyes now, turning her into a white girl.
Ah! No!
百竜夜行こたびはいつまで続くのでしょう
I can't believe that monster is a wife guy.
こう言い続けて早数百年
God, we've been trying to figure out what causes the rampage for like 100 years with no luck. And then it's like, oh hey, it's that thing I saw in the clouds at the start of the game. Have you tried looking up?
初めて見るやつだ
Despite having a whole lot of vertical mobility in this game, hunters still never think to look up.
I mean, that's just what being human is like. Nobody thinks to look up. Nobody ever thinks to look up.
Her eyes are really pretty when she's possessed.
You can't say that.
Why not?
Maybe it's true, but it's kind of rude.
Yeah, so this is where Monster Hunter Rise is just going, yeah, magic is real. Whatever the other games say, magic's real.
But humans can't do it for whatever reason.
Also, we have new Switch skills available now, but we have to earn them with quests. Also, everybody has dialogue for us again.
Oh, yeah, Zalkaja says it best. You can't say it because it's a non-consensual possession. So is that the monster you were saying you were waiting to show up before you... Would it pay child support?
Yeah, that's Ibushi. That's
Would
Wind
Ibushi-
Serpent Ibushi.
Would Wind Serpent Ibushi pay child support? Well, I might as well ask, would a male praying mantis pay child support?
Also, we can craft decorations now!
Hold on. I have to hide. While I enter the passcode to join. I have to keep it a secret.
Gotta be sneaky.
Now this just makes me want to actually put Wind Serpent Ibushi in the blog.
So the question is... So, no, I think I can settle it. Wind Serpent Ibushi does pay child support because Wind Serpent Ibushi dies and then the life insurance payment is all just forwarded to the kids.
Ah, of course.
Does
And
this
that's
count
how you
as,
get
as
all
fraud?
mononormal.
Maybe.
Wait, what?
おう調子はどうだ
Ah, yeah.
ブームの用事
Would
だ
Abby's hunter pay child support?
No, because she's not getting divorced. Like, that's the thing. You only have to pay child support if you're not present in the child's life.
I already did. Would Minota and Hinoa pay child support? I think the general consensus was yes. Obviously. Yeah,
Would
she has to...
Fugin's niece Manju pay child support?
I don't know. I wasn't aware she existed until just now.
Would Fugin pay child support? Maybe he would, but we'll never know. King of keeping his personal life separate from his professional life.
You know what? You're right, Zelkaja. My girl did have to go to the New World for a while, so yeah, she would have been sending checks back home to Kamura.
Random pots of Zinni just somehow wind up in Kamura, labeled to Minoto and Hinoa.
Fugin pays every day for having a fuck-ass haircut.
With his
I miss my...
hairstyle.
Ah, yes. I miss my wife handler. I miss her a
That
lot.
was literally my guild card comment in World, was, I miss my wives handler. I miss them a lot.
I'll be back. I won't be back.
I was definitely at some point thinking about, like, the handler attempting to flirt with the hunter, and she's like, I'm married. I want to go home.
I have a kid. Probably.
Maybe. That hasn't been written yet, but it's definitely in the brainstorming phase.
Oh god, we can actually just make decorations. Dear lord.
Yeah, no, this is why World pissed me off so much, is you just craft your own decorations.
At long last, I can change some of my armor pigments. Well, it's pretty clear what I have to do here, isn't it?
We all know what must be done.
Yeah.
I don't. What needs to be done?
Well, come over here and look. I'm over by the smithy. Have I finished talking with everybody?
Ah. You're red now.
Yes. Yes.
Man, I need to go get some Almudron parts so I can actually build Almudron armor.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Fuck yes! Yay, I got the little room decoration! That's Minato and Hinoa!
They just live with you now.
Yeah, it's like the little, like, traditional wooden dolls that you can get as a room decoration.
Anytime Hinata and Minoa have to be out of the village for some reason, I'm just imagining your hunter, like,
It's the camera. Yeah, it's,
having them...
It's these. Like, you can preview the stuff you can get from the
those are
decorations.
Those are adorable, actually.
Let's see. I've got the Tanuki teapot. I've got the big stone.
I see we have one of the I see we have the lucky palico.
Yep. I'm still missing the little dog rolling toy and the feline Daruma. But now I've got the little twins dolls.
I thought you weren't supposed to fill in both eyes yet.
As far as I recall, the idea is that you give it one eye when you get it, and then you fill in the other eye. And you fill in one eye, you make a wish, and then when that wish is fulfilled, you fill in the second eye.
Ah.
Oh, I can't, that's right, I can't decorate my room when I'm in an online lobby, so I can't immediately set that up.
You can't have the little tchotchkes of your wives on display yet.
Oh, by the way, since I did get,
oh, hello, Alucard.
Scorned, Magnamalo, I got to see the armor, and, the Scorned Magnamalo armor is just cursed. Like, there are flaming skulls holding swords floating you around.
Oh, that's fucking... That is the most stereotypical cursed samurai general bullshit I have seen in my life. I love it.
Like, that's just part of the chess piece. These are just will-o-wisps carrying katanas that follow you around. This is...
Oh, yeah,
this shit is possessed. Yeah,
no,
Super Shredder.
That's... No, yeah, I've seen that exact thing with so many other possessed samurai type of things. Shit, recolor them red with, I think, blue fire, and you could be, recolor yourself red with blue... Recolor that armor red with blue fire, and you could be fucking, the Persilish from Super Robot Wars.
Also, the Scorned Magnamalo weapons have a really cool, like, glowing effect on all of them.
If it's where I think it goes, ooh.
Alright, so, what's up next?
Stuff.
Posted the Sword and Shield Switch skill quest, so I want to get the Switch skill. I don't think this is the Shorigeki yet, but...
No, I'm pretty sure the... Let's see, because there's... How many? There's 2 quests?
I don't think it'll let me...
There's this quest, and there's one that I'll get when I make enough Sword and Shields.
Yeah, it is
and
from...
one of
it
those
is from
should be
crafting...
drill combo.
Yeah, crafting or upgrading 8 unique weapons of the type. I went through and just unlocked all of them by crafting and rolling back just a bunch of basic, like, iron weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Do it. Oh, wait, no, let me get food.
Oh, and remember, we do have to capture this.
And remember, we are thousands of feet in the air.
行くか。
Yeah.
さて。
It's a shame I don't have a maid outfit to go with Courageous Village Maid as my title.
For the longest time, I have been... Like, I really want, like, specifically, like, Miko or Shrine Maiden or some variant of that to be a possible, like, title. So that I can set my, my guild card title to be Shrine Maiden Lover or something. Because I've got the picture on my guild card of my character, like, showing off how great, Minato and Hinoa are. And did, Scholar, did you forget to join the quest?
I think I did.
That or she hadn't actually hit ready.
Well, no, y'all are there.
覚悟はいいかい。
Yeah, there it says, mutual friend Meredith has joined the quest.
It's okay.
加勢するわ。
I'm here only slightly later than intended. Hello, birds. Give me your power. Unlimited bird works.
Magical power of the beard.
I told you birds is magic. I like how you can just double jump, but only as long as you didn't jump before, you know, before launching a, damn it. My brain has failed me.
Wirebug?
Wirebug, thank you.
Yeah, so like without a Palamute, the fastest movement is like Wirebug, and then the sort of extra jump, and then you keep doing that.
Yep.
見つけた。狙われているぞ。もらった。
Oh, there it is. Hello, Umbrella Bird. I'd say die, but we need you alive.
ここで倒す。
I gotta say, I do dig the whole umbrella yokai, like, angle of Aknosam. But it's kind of a shame that none of its equipment kind of reflects that idea. All of the equipment is like,
Yeah, the
almost like
equipment is
jousting
Western-
knight.
Nothing that makes you look like, say, a doll or something that got brought to life in a similar vein?
Nope. There is no
Darn.
Tsukumogami armor.
ここで倒す。
Then what's the point of making a Tsukumogami? What's the fucking point then?
I hit the wrong button. I meant to carry, but instead I didn't. I ate shit.
そこだ。 逃がしちゃしまえ。の移動を確認。
Oh, it's being rude.
それいけ。砥石の出番ね。
Oh, an Esker go. This is very important.
私の獲物だ。気をつけてくるぞ。
Actually, I should make the Beetle shout out something about bug style.
Don't mess with bug style!
加減なしだ実に仕留める
I smack you on the head.
私の獲物だ
Oh, hey, some sort of bug.
止まりな素材いただき
Alter all.
The roar flinched me even though it flinched the roar.
もらっていいフルパワーだ華麗に決める狙われてんぞ
Ow.
打ちのめす
I used the snail hunting hover.
ここで倒す
Bug style sounds like one of those techniques that, like, you get the super move flash in an anime.
大丈夫か無理すんなよ
The great thing about bug style is that bug style can be anything you want it to be.
いただいてくよ
Gotta carve this ant. Oh boy, I got raw from the ant.
止まりな
Damn. This bird sends you flying a long ass way.
なしだ
That's press, that's one thing. Only one.
ほら行くぞ
Woo.
Rage Slash, I love it, but is sometimes inconsistent. Okay, there's the tail.
コンパザン
World has one super cool weapon, and it is the rocket-powered greatsword. That was
Who's the other
fan-made.
one?
Yes. The rocket-powered greatsword was a fan design that was made into an event weapon.
Yeah, like they won a contest, I think.
Yeah.
That sounds like the kind of thing you would make out of, like, Volstrax, I think it is. The dragon with the rocket wings.
Yeah, that's Valstrax.
Yeah, that sounds like something you would get off of fucking Valstrax or something.
Where am I going now? It's this one.
I would argue Valstrax is already fucking magic because, like, really? Jet engine wings?
I mean, I'm of the opinion that Valstrax is just a straight-up alien. Right, regular surge slash vertical is 110 motion value on the final hit, and the upswing final hit has 108 motion value if both hits connect. Okay, good to know.
Some noble puppy. Oh man, that would have been so cool if it had hit.
Oh, it has a higher heartbreak button. That's good to know.
決めるコンパザン攻撃で注意しろ
Oh, sorry.
覚悟はいいかい
The Rage Slash gives you full super armor and, like, knockback immunity while you're charging. The instant you stop charging, the swing itself can get interrupted. Vortex Slash has a greater element mod, Rising Slash has a greater part break mod, then the Vertical Slash are the fastest. Interesting! I did not notice that difference in the values. I thought it was just a matter of, like, the hitbox and, like, oh, I need to hit something that is low or at a specific angle. I also noticed that the, what is it? The second hit of the horizontal, the Vortex Slashes with the Surge Slash, deals blunt damage and can cause stun.
We're capturing this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, there it is. We just got the thing that says it's low on health.
Okay, because I was kind of getting where it's like, wait, did I miss that?
Hey, hey, come over here, hey.
There we go.
I've changed my trap shout-out from Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference to Akbar No Laugh.
So there was a smaller monster that had got...
Yeah, I did notice that about the Vertical Slash. Because I did spend a bit of time in training mode to determine, like, what combo should I be using with the Surge Slash. Because I was noticing that, like, oh, the Vertical Slashes are usually carrying me forward a bit, and that can put me out of position, depending on what I'm attacking and what the angle is. I'm learning so much.
Listening and learning.
Listening, learning, growing as a person. Oh, all of my optional subquests are done at the same time. How did that happen?
All of them. You are very good at your job.
I was always under the
We also
impression that
reviewed
capturing the
the,
monster gave you more materials because you can tear it apart at home and use everything you can get from it. That's pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah, so as far as I'm aware, in World, capturing was just sort of straightforwardly get some more materials. In other games, there's some things you can only get from carving and some things you can only get from capturing.
Yes. And other parts that change based on, like, oh, if you, like, what is it? If you capture this monster as opposed to killing and carving it, it's easier to get, like, this particular part. Like, you can get tails easier by capturing, even if you weren't able to cut the tail off and carve it. Or you're more likely to... Or, like, you won't get any blood from capturing, but you can carve the blood from an like an Espinus. Or like you can get extra horns by capturing. That kind of thing.
Huh. Apparently I don't have that quest that we're doing.
You should go talk to Yomogi.
Oh. Oh, talk to her. Okay.
Talk to the funny Dango girl.
Yeah, this is the one that gives us, like, a new Dongo ingredient.
Okay. Ah, right. Dongo duty. There we go. Yes. Now that I've talked to her, I should be able to finish this one by doing it. And I ate, right? Yes.
Wait, this is just for killing small monsters.
Yep. We're just gonna go beat up some, regular Izuchi and Baggy.
So,
Oh, I just noticed the drummers are named Badum and Tish.
yeah, which is definitely a localization thing. I know that's not what they're fucking named in Japanese.
And yet I can't hate them for it because I like that, actually. Badum. I can't even be mad.
I can. I will be mad on your behalf.
I can't even be mad because I would do that exact same fucking joke if I could.
And I would kill you for it. Because it's not an equivalent joke! The badum is specifically a thing done with, like,
Rimshot comedy.
yeah, it is using a symbol and a specific style of drum, not that type of drum. They're probably named after, like, something like, like Don or Taiko or something, like the style of drum.
Oh yeah, it's Don and Carl, like in Taiko the Tusk.
It's one of those things about, like, Monster Hunter localization that just kind of frustrates me, because, like, it's always been a thing, but, like, Rise especially is just dripping in, like, Japanese cultural aesthetic. Like, with the yokai-style monsters, the plot being the March of 100 Demons, like, Narwa and Ibushi are just Fujin and Raijin. You are from a ninja village and all that.
You have fucking ninjutsu, let's just be honest here.
Yeah. But Capcom
Shrine
still feels the
maidens.
need to try and ultra, like, the Capcom, like, localization team still feels the need to try and, like, ultra Americanize some of these things by having, like, Utsushi talks like a California surfer dude and says all kinds of dumb, like, surfer slang, like, oh, gnarly. Like, I'm pretty certain you're just making that one up whole cloth.
Especially in this day and age where more people actually know about, Japanese culture, especially if they're the type to play video games.
Especially
I feel
playing
like.
Monster Hunter, which is, like, one of the
Yeah.
most Japanese games there is. Like, anyone that's playing Monster Hunter is a fucking weeb. They can understand the references.
Also, nowadays, there's this thing called Wikipedia and Google. We have technology. Ah, fuck.
Alright, have fun with that great baggy scholar.
Look, it was it was being angry in my general direction.
No, I mean more that Abby and I both just laugh.
Yeah, our job is to kill the little monsters.
Look, it was being angry in my general direction.
Yeah, then that's your fault. Suffer the consequences. We're gonna go do the quest.
Hell no, I'm running.
Oh, I see, so you're a wimp.
Yes. You surprised by this?
I mean, yeah, a little.
Amazing. You had standards about me. That sounds like a you problem, Chief.
Is it Inafune that's responsible for some of that weird-ass localization stuff? Because, I know, I've had some friends that have been playing a lot of like, older Castlevania games recently, and, like, streaming on Discord, and among them, there seems to be a recurring theme of, like, wow, this game is kind of... I love this game, but it's kind of fucked up in this weird way. Who worked on it? Oh, Inafune worked on it.
I get the feeling Inafune did not know as much about video games as people thought he did.
Oh, I have been a Habra that actually died without exploding.
Yeah,
Why is
I
there-
do... Who is Inafune? Keiji Inafune. Is
The Mega
a,
Man guy.
He is a game designer that worked on a lot of very popular and well-known franchises like Mega Man, Castlevania, and often is seen as sort of like, oh, he was so influential, he did so much for these series to get them brought over to the States and all that.
Except didn't a lot of that turn out to not really be him?
I don't know all the details, but yeah.
Like, we can't say he had nothing to do with it. Like, I've seen... Like, early on I saw some people acting like he did, but...
A lot of people just overly attribute the popularity, success, and quality of a bunch of popular games to him when he didn't actually have as much to do with it as they think.
Oh, Carbolite.
Yeah, you're in high rank now. There's new rocks to collect.
No, it's just I saw some armor that needed that.
Yeah. Which is another reason why I wanted to do this, so we can get some basic high rank materials.
I would certainly like to get some decent armor, and maybe some weapons with sharpness. Hello, hello, skunk.
Not a skunk, it's a stink mink. Get it right.
Skunk. Very white skunk.
White!
It is white.
Has the ability to lure monsters, or in other words...
The clap of your hunting helper, what are you doing to that little animal?
Wait, what?
You tell us what you're doing with that toad right now.
What?
Talk more about fictional trans women. I would, but
You can't just...
I'll be honest. I don't have any in the tank right now. I haven't played anything recently that like really puts it in my mind. Yeah, we need a discussion topic. Right now, we're just kind of hanging out and talking, just shooting the shit.
Obviously, the topic should be the Big Lebowski, because everyone here likes that.
No, we've already talked about the Big Lebowski and how I don't care for that movie.
I know, I'm being an ass. Because I know you do not like it, yeah.
I mean, I guess I could talk about how, like, it's so wild that I like playing Greatsword in this game. Considering... Because I mentioned it before, the Greatsword was, like, not an actual weapon for, like, the first 3 gens. Because in Monster Hunter 1, it basically only had the vertical chop, the horizontal swing, and the upswing, and that's it. It was the slowest melee weapon, and it didn't do anything. Like, it had those 3 extremely simple sword swings that had, you know, decent damage, but were kind of awkward and extremely slow, and it was just outperformed by everything. Its gimmick was, it's a big, slow weapon that can block, because you could use the sword itself to deflect attacks. But it was basically useless in the original, in Gen 1. Like, it was meant to be the flagship weapon, as, like, the, you know, the hunter holding the big, like, wyvern, like, bone sword and all. But, like, it had terrible performance. Every endgame player that did melee was using either dual blades, lance, or hammer. Like, no one actually used Greatsword because it was just kind of bad. Then Gen 2 said, alright, we need to make Greatsword, like, actually usable, and that's when we got the Charge Slash. And so then Greatsword went from being a unusable piece of garbage to a one-trick pony, where all it does is this Charge Slash that does a lot of really high damage. So it became... You didn't do the other attacks, it was just about maximizing the damage of your Charge Slash and getting the Charge Slash as often as possible. And so, like, unsheath builds, like critical draw, punishing draw, and focus became, like, the way to play Greatsword. And that's when we get, like, the videos of the precision Greatsword plays, of, like, the perfectly timed Charge Slash that either kills or staggers a monster out of one of its attacks.
Oh yes, the gotcha bitch.
Yes, exactly. So, at that point, Greatsword went from being a... you know, basically unusable to... It's the ultra-high skill precision weapon. Because you have to basically memorize monster movesets to a very fine degree to know when you can actually land the Charge Slash, when you should be going for it, how to get it as often as possible, and that in turn leads to repetition of knowing how many Charge Slashes it takes to cause a heartbreak or a flinch, because you're just not bothering to do any attacks besides the Charge Slash. Then Try decided to lean into that a bit further. So Gen 3 added the Slap, where after a Charge Slash or a vertical, you could do a follow-up slap with the broad of the sword that dealt, like, stun and bludgeon damage, and then could go into a Power Charge, which was an even better Charge Slash. Yeah, Greatsword also has a kick. You can... Like, in the original, you could just, I think, tap a, I think it was like R3 something, like clicking in the right stick would make the, clicking in one of the sticks would make the Greatsword do a kick, and it's just like a little, like, 1 damage physical attack. That was a novelty. Yeah, Try added the Power Slash, so you could go from charge into a second charge that was stronger. Then I did not play Gen 4, so I don't know how Greatsword changed in that one, but then when the next game I played after Gen 3 was World, and World took it even further by adding the True Charge Slash. Now there's 3 versions of the Charge Slash that are all getting progressively stronger, plus the Tackle, which allows you to armor through enemy attacks. And that's, I think, the point when Greatsword finally became, like, a real weapon. Because now it had, like, actual defensive utility and and a new way to actually make those Charge Slashes more viable, but I don't know, it was not for me. It was not the weapon I liked. I messed around with Greatsword a bit in Gen 2, when it first got the Charge Slash, but it was definitely not my preferred weapon. Yeah, we'll have to get some high rank here at one point or another, because we will need it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I already walked out for, like, some of the basic stuff just now, since we got, like, support and such.
But first, we must go fight the Sneasel birds.
What?
Because they're both... The joke is Sneasel and Izuchi and this are both based on the Kame Itachi.
Yeah, but they're called Izuchis.
Izuchis.
I don't understand where you're getting Sneaselbird.
Sneasel, the Pokemon,
But we're not playing Pokemon.
順調だな
is a dumb joke where I am comparing the two of them.
You can't do these things. I don't know things. You have to be like extremely direct.
You do know what these are. I thought the joke of both of them being the Scythe Weasel would be obvious.
No, I know that Sneasler is a Pokemon, but like I never connected it to being like a Kamaitachi. I thought it was just a Pokemon.
Wait, are you thinking Sneasler, the cheerleader, Abby?
What? What? Okay, now you're trying to confuse me on purpose.
見つけた
No,
Wait, you
Sneasel.
don't see the video that goes around Tumblr sometimes from Legends Arceus where it has Sneasler, the Hisuian evolution of Sneasel, that it just looks like a person.
This cheerleader, this bully, this mean girl bully with a side tail and a fresh fucking man. But yes, they
I am
did name an
experiencing a connection issue.
Communication error. Fucking.
Oh no. I'm alone.
No, I'm still here.
Oh no, yeah, it just shows.
Did it just disconnect me?
Yes, from the looks of it.
加減なしだ
Rude.
止まりな
Well, I guess it's just you and me, great, Sushi.
なんかしてくるぞほら行くぞ
I believe in your ability to defeat a single great Izuchi.
I believe in you.
加減なしだ
Believe in the Abby that believes in you.
Especially if he keeps doing things that are easily countered, because as it turns out, the Akasong quest does give Netsu Shorigeki.
Oh.
この調子で行くぜほら行くぞ私の獲物だ
It's like every time it does like one of the overhead tail slams, it's just kind of great.
Hey, get back here.
Oh.
順調だな
Also, I decided to finally like look up a map and just find out where all of the like hidden messages in every area are. And goddamn, those things are hidden.
Yeah.
That's Kirgo. Oh, bamboo shoots.
Like, some of them are just kind of out in the open, and it's just like, oh, there it is. Just have to kind of look into...
A mega potion.
Kill that cat! Beat that cat to death with a stick! Quickly!
覚悟はいいかい
Ah. Oh, great. And raw meat. Fuck it.
Talk about my favorite Nikkei characters. Well... Good timing, because the next event that Nikkei has sort of previewed looks to be Nikkei characters playing tabletop RPGs.
Oh no.
手加減なしだ
Like, the event preview image was something called, like, Rise of, like, the Ice Dragon or something. And it shows, like, 3 characters who are very clearly, like,
私の獲物だ
you know, an RPG, a fantasy, like, Dragon Quest RPG party fighting a giant ice dragon. And then, like, well, this doesn't look like a Rapture or anything. This is a bit out of left field. And then, just today, a preview image was shown that the next new character is going to be an alt version of Maiden. Maiden's one of my favorites, where she's basically dressed up as the Dragon Quest healer.
Ah, yes, the original RPG fetish dress character, I suppose.
私の獲物だ
She got the vaguely made light outfit and the skin tight out thing underneath it. I think I once saw someone say it was like Hex Maniac for boomers.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a Toscaren post?
It probably was.
やったぜ
The one where, like, with the remake or remaster or whatever coming out, it's all the pixel artists, like, that haven't posted for years coming back to post Dragon Quest Sage or whoever.
ちょちょいと磨いていい
Yeah, from the preview image, that seems to be three characters. So we've got confirmation that one of them is Maiden, playing like what appears to be like the healer archetype. There's one that looks like a wizard with like the wide brim pointy hat and everything, and is holding a rocket launcher, which I've seen some people speculate is Vesti, and I think it is. And there's one wearing, like, the Dragon Quest warrior, like, bikini armor with a sword, and I'm curious as to who that is supposed to be.
Come on, you were right for capture like a minute or two ago. There we go. Now it's dead.
Sturdy bones.
お待ちしておりました
So it basically took me almost exactly a minute longer to kill it than both of you to kill yours.
Still, that's a respectable time.
Oh yeah, we had the two of us. You had just yourself, so.
すぐのことならお任せください やるぞ
Uh-huh.
God damn, those Guardian weapons are fucking wild.
Yeah.
Because let's see, the other weapons the other rarity 5 weapons tend to have just like a little bit of blue sharpness, maybe like 180, 190 damage, depending on which one. And then the fucking Guardian Greatsword at rarity 5 sitting there with 230 raw damage.
Yep. I've been avoiding those so far, but for this one. Hopefully this wants to get me
Yeah, it's got better raw damage
Oh,
than some of the rarity 7 like Elder Dragon weapons.
Oh god.
Who was giving me Mino and Hinoto's outfits.
Ah, yeah, the Channeler sets.
Yeah, medium and Chandler.
あどうします
They knew that people wanted to cosplay the twins.
Oh,
So
of course.
they both give you their armor as, like, standard sets. No, that's not the set. That's the one. And then also gave you DLC to just turn your character into them. Also, it's very unsurprising that Hinoa's armor set has speed eating, free meal, wide range, because she loves Dango. Meanwhile, Minoto's got Razor Sharp, Wire Bug Whisper, Evade Up, and Agitator. Welcome back to the lobby.
Ooh.
The lobby. The hardware store.
Ever think Maiden uses the Kotodama bedroom stuff? I don't think so. Because I know that Maiden is super self-conscious about the Kotodama. She does not like using the power.
Hello,
Like,
Morchitsim.
both Guillotine and Maiden are both very like, oh, I have a horrible cursed power. But they channel it in different ways. Yeah, that's the other... Gator is right, also. Like, she has to get, like, permission from her boss before she starts using that, because it's extremely dangerous.
So not something to use in the bedroom.
But yeah, Maiden views like, oh, I have a terrible, dangerous power that means no one will like me. I don't have... So she's sort of like... So she's lonely and she self-isolates and all that. Meanwhile, Guillotine is like, I have this great and cursed power of the Demon Lord. And
she goes full chuny with it.
yes. Yeah, no, Guillotine is ultra chuny. And, like, she tries so hard to, like, be friends with Maiden, but Maiden thinks Guillotine is extremely cringe and wants nothing to do with her.
You are cringe.
Like, there are some, like, you get... Nikkei does the thing where you get, like, daily text messages from your characters. And so if you have characters in, like, the same squad, sometimes they'll you'll get added to their group chat, and they'll be like, hey, and stuff will come up, and, like, there's a bunch of, like, group chats with, like, Maiden and Guillotine that's just Maiden going, Commander, help me, Guillotine is so fucking lame. And Guillotine is just, like, in her chuny-ass way, just going like, how can you say this? We are comrades. We are sisters bound in blood by our dreadful origins. It's like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Make her stop.
Commander, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make Guillotine stop being so fucking cringe.
I don't choose to accept it.
Yeah, no, the funniest fucking thing about Guillotine is that, like, she does have some degree of self-awareness in that she's being an idiot, like, chuny with all her pretend stuff. But, like, she's also, like, willing to use her fucking Black Ops, like, heart stop powers as part of it. So, like, there's a bit where the commander is like going along with her and doing this like
communication error me immediately.
Say again?
Fucking... It slapped me with a communication error like immediately. Yeah, see?
Damn.
What the fuck?
You know what? I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna tell my fucking Wi-Fi so I can reset and see if that helps at all.
Yes.
I might drop out
still.
here while it does that.
Hello, pompadour, weird pompadour thing.
What I was saying was that one of, like, Guillotine's things is that the, like, the commander is committing to the bit and, like, doing and playing pretend with Guillotine, and she's like, I'm alright, you've asked for this, I'm going to unleash the power of my cursed eye! And then she quickly, like, pulls out her cell phone and is like, hi, Ingrid? Okay, I'm sorry for interrupting you in a meeting. I'm playing with my friend. Can I take my eye patch off? But, oh, okay. Okay, bye. And it's just like, sorry, my mom says I can't play. Are you chasing the squids?
I was like one off from it.
Alright, because the Great Boggy just like turned around and started walking away, and I see you following the squids, and Great Boggy is following you.
Well, that's kind of funny. Oh, god damn it.
Well, oh, you did you get hit with the sleep thing?
Yeah. I feel like this is the worst place to fall asleep.
You have gained ground.
Yeah, I feel like,
Yeah, I remember having Cox internet for a while when I was younger. That shit was no good. But that was also many, many years ago.
God damn it.
Pretty sure we don't have Pop.
Which voice are you using? As in, like, which character? Like, voice set?
As we all know, hunters can breathe underwater, but only if they are asleep.
I don't remember exactly. I want to say it's like 16 or 18. But I don't remember the exact number. I remember I checked it when I started up this save file again, because I was wondering if the character edit voucher would let me change my name. I think if Pine was still alive with Dorothy and her adopted kid to go with her domestic Yuri fantasies. It's possible, but I think that...
Yeah, the Great Bag is coming this direction as well.
I don't know, because even in a situation where Pine survived and is alive in the present day with Dorothy, the actual cause of Dorothy's suffering is still the Ark. She still has a grudge. So, like, even if Pine was still alive, Dorothy would still be fixated on revenge to some degree. Like, she'd be able to at least set it aside to the point that she still has some source of happiness in the present. But it's still not enough. He's still going to hold that grudge, because... Like, even with the Nikes of Inherit, the ones that have joined Eden and she is sort of taken in, she is still kind of unpleasant and mean to them. Like, Inherit are not Dorothy's friends. Inherit are Nikes that don't like the Ark and wanted to get away from the Ark. And Dorothy welcomed them as potential allies, but she is just as, like, awful and cruel to them as anything. as anyone else. But like even if Pine was still alive and with Dorothy in Eden, oh my god, there's a good possibility that Dorothy would still be so fixated on revenge against the Ark that she could like possibly alienate herself from Pine or otherwise mess things up. Because that's kind of Dorothy's thing, is her unwillingness to move past her grudge is actively causing her new problems.
Something, don't remain so fixated on the past kind of deal.
Yeah, and that is a major part of Nikkei as a whole, is you can't get hung up on the past. It is a recurring thing. Because the whole system is built on trying to recreate the glory of the past. And it's horribly flawed. Like, the reason Nikkei squads exist as they do, with trying to recruit commanders, is to try and recreate the God Squad from the original invasion, because that worked. And the central government is basically just grabbing as many people to fill both roles until they finally get one that works.
So what I'm hearing is the golden age will return again.
A little bit. There is a little bit of that.
Like, obviously not entirely. That's very specific to that specific event of Arknights, but I feel it's a very similar deal with, you know, fixation on the past.
Well, it's also because Dorothy is Dorothy, as in the Wizard of Oz, the Ark words for her were, "There's no place like home."
Ah, of course.
Dorothy wants to get back what she had.
I'm surprised. Did Red Shoes have anything to do with Dorothy? Because I feel like with a name like Red Shoes...
No, and that's what I initially thought as well, was that Red Shoes was going to be a mistranslation of Ruby Slippers and have some connection to Dorothy, but the actual thing was that Red Shoes was based on a different story entirely by Hans Christian Andersen, which, having looked it up and read the story for reference, gave away a good part of what would happen with Red Shoes in the event.
Oh yeah, that would, wouldn't it? I know just enough about that particular story to be like, oh...
Red Shoes, the least repressed Catholic trans femme. Yeah. Oh wow. 2 bird wyvern gems. 1 from each of them.
Bird up! Darn, I only got 1 from Broken Parts rewards.
Nikkei HRT is some powerful shit because her boobs were enormous. Well, that's just the thing, is it's not using your original body. Like, your original human body, it goes away during the Nikkei conversion process. All that's left of the original organic body is the brain. Everything else is, like, synthetic. Metal. And that's why Nikkeis are so heavy. It's because they are made of living metal that, in the custom models, like the fairy tales, and the individual Nikkeis, is essentially their idealized sense of self. This is how they envision themselves in an ideal scenario.
Which, you know, don't read into that however you want.
Yeah.
With some ease.
So I imagine that the way that the mass production Nikkeis work is essentially they wipe the brain clean ahead of time and essentially inject a predetermined or pre-built stable identity for the Nikkei to adapt during the conversion process. Metal imitates flesh well enough? To a decent degree. Like, that's kind of the thing, is, at a distance, Nikkes are pretty much indistinguishable from humans, but it's like once you get close up, it's like, oh, they are too perfect. They are perfectly symmetrical. They have no flaws. They are a hyper-idealized, perfect version of the human form.
So what I'm hearing is them looking like anime girls isn't just an art style thing. That's just what they look like in real life.
Yes, and it is described as being off-putting to most people.
That's called the Uncanny Valley. But yeah, I figure in terms of actual feeling, I imagine it feels enough like,
Yeah,
like
no, Nikkei,
person.
like, Nikkei's synthetic flesh is a good recreation of the human body, but it's just like, they weigh like hundreds and hundreds of pounds, to the point that, like, going to any place where there's ice is a major risk, because they will just fall straight through and sink to the bottom immediately.
Ah. Unfortunately, I imagine Nikkei still have to breathe.
There are multiple points where it's,
Always
like, being
Lita
said that,
Zoro.
like, a person being able to lift or carry a Nikkei is, like, a crazy, like, feat of strength that is not normal. So...
Ah. That is the what the fuck kind of steroids are you on kind of moment.
Yeah, no, it's like... an unconscious Nikkei is, like, 400 pounds of dead weight. That you have to be able to... that you're trying to, like, carry in the shape of a person.
Yeah, that's not exactly, yeah. That's not exactly draggable by most people.
So, like, when it does come up that, like, the commander does have sex with Nikkeis, it's always this underlying idea that, like, they have to be very careful that they don't just kill the commander accidentally.
What I'm hearing is no matter how much the Nikkeis want it, they cannot top.
Well, they can't do cowgirl. Unless they're really confident in their ability to not... to not put their weight on the commander. Doesn't commander have a power armor? No. Maxwell tried making power armor for the commander, but it was very experimental and uncomfortable, and the commander did not want to wear it.
I thought you were about to say it was going to work like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, the first time they tried to put it on and move, it broke their arms from the force of trying to move all the...
the first scene with the Mjolnir armor from the Halo novels.
I am, but I figured it would be something similar.
Yeah, no, Maxwell tried, making some power armor for the commander. Oh yeah, they wore a leg brace that was just... a military-grade leg brace for Nikkeis to deal with having a broken leg after their first run-in with Chatterbox. That was a thing that happened.
Oh, let's go to sleep.
Oh?
I have a baggy weapon.
Ah, I see.
Alright, Addy.
Explode it!
Oh, fuck! No! This is not where I want to be!
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but I did.
What? Why do I have the wrong fucking... Where's... Oh my god, why don't I have fucking power sheath on this?
Do you also not have, like, the true charge slash version?
Yeah, no, apparently... God damn it, I know I've got that on a different Switch skill set. Why is it not here? But yeah, Maxwell tried to make some power armor for the commander, and the commander's like, okay, I'm definitely protected, but it's kind of hard to breathe in here, and it's getting really, really hot. And Maxwell's just like, oh yeah, I didn't put ventilation in since I didn't know if it would work.
Not to criticize something I would know nothing about, but I feel like that should have been one of the first considerations.
Yeah, well, it would be fine for a Nikkei.
Well, that's a Nikkei.
Yeah, and she's experimenting.
Ah. Wait, so do Nikkeis need to breathe, or...?
Nope.
Oh.
Nikkeis don't have to breathe, they don't have to eat, they don't have to sleep. But not doing those things can essentially make them go insane, because not doing those things reminds them, I'm not a person, I am technically a corpse piloting a robot. Like, if you're familiar with cyber psychosis from the cyberpunk setting, it works like that.
I mean, I think there is actual psychological things behind that, where it's like, doing familiar things like that can help with mental stability, and not doing them, conversely, is a very good way to go nuts. Wait, Maxwell has a giant gun plugged into her ass? What?
Yeah, no, so Maxwell kind of defies the style of most Nikkeis, where there's a whole thing of like, oh yeah, Nikkeis, the reason Nikkeis look human is, and look and act human, is because if they are too outwardly or visibly mechanical or robotic, it causes this massive, like, psychological break where the brain stops recognizing their own body as them, and it causes them to go berserk, or other forms of severe, like, mental trauma and distress. So that's why, that is the reason Nikkeis all look human instead of looking like robots, is if they don't look human, it causes extreme, like, mental distress and can make them go crazy. Then there's Maxwell, who just is entirely mechanical from the waist down. And it doesn't bother her at all.
That just sounds like they got one of the one woman who actually did want to be a robot.
And in addition to that, her weapon is a huge, like, railgun that has a very, like, a thick, like, heavy, like, charging, like, power cable that is plugged just straight into the base of her spine.
So it's her tail.
Yes.
Bird up.
Actually, the bird is down.
Bird down. Just like the sturdy Kulu hide you know, except stronger. And smoother, too.
I guess. Smooth over-raptors are eating me. Or still in my eggs.
Want to stick my fingers in Maxwell's plug? Can't just say
sounds
that. That's dirty. I mean, literally, your fingers have all that, like, are not clean. You're gonna cause issues, and, like, the contact won't work. You want to cause, like, a electrical malfunction?
You want to cause Maxwell's ass to become an electrical fire?
I mean, that's at risk of happening just any time she's interacting with Lapis and Drake, pretty much. Those idiots are problems.
Oh. Damn it. It moved out of the way.
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
That doesn't mean I can't bitch about it.
I got the counter on that move, but it moved enough but I didn't get it. Sad. Oh, it's asleep.
Hold on, I can still get a charge slash. Just gonna...
Yeah, you gotta go through the full surge slash first.
覚悟はいいかい
Gotta make sure I'm close enough. Yeah, no, that's the main thing that I think deters most people from voluntarily becoming Nikkeis, is the whole your original personality gets erased. And they don't... I don't think they tell you whether you're going to be a mass production model or a custom. Like, there are, of course, examples of people of Nikkeis that do retain their memory and identity. Like, Underworld Queen, Mary, and even just some other Nikkeis, just like, yeah, I can remember little bits and pieces of my life and who I was before all of this happened, but it's all kind of vague and indistinct. Hello, Tetranodon.
Kappa spotted.
Yeah. I covered the Tetranodon, and now it is my friend.
Custom...
That's how that works.
Probably volunteers in special cases. Some of them are, but I don't think, like, mostly. Because... Like all of the original Goddess Squad were volunteers. Laplas was a volunteer. Maxwell was a scientist working on Nikkeis, and then she decided she wanted to be one. Because it's weird. Like, it is said that the process of making Nikkeis is a very, very secretive process that is not well understood.
Oh, it knows Hydro Pump.
Oh, it grabbed me.
Tetranodon is definitely one of the ones that is not as good at fighting other monsters.
Yeah.
All its better moves are slow as hell.
Yeah, I know that there are some custom Nikkeis that were kind of just random selections. Relationship between Commander and Maxwell is me and my scary scientist girlfriend doing whatever the hell she wants with me. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is exactly... Oh, whoops.
Bowling Alley Animation.mp4. Oh.
Because it pinned me.
Ah.
I might become a custom. I got that unyielding will. I got heat stroke 8 times in the awful desert, but never passed out. I mean, that definitely qualifies you for something.
Smallest size Azeros. This is a little baby bear.
But yeah, like, there's a bunch of, like, all the Nikkeis for Infinity Rail that worked the train, they were victims in a terrorist bombing. And just, they're the brains that could be recovered from that, like, from that terrorist attack, and then got converted into Nikkeis afterwards. Same with Delta in the Scouts. She was just a victim in a terrorist attack, and they were able to recover her brain, so she got turned into a Nikke.
Remember, Being nice to Nikkeis is potentially punishable by death. I know it's not really that bad, but still. From what I've seen, it feels like it
ざっとこん
sometimes.
なもんよ
Nikke. Ah, yes. Zaukaja with as a Nikke with the shirt. Dr. Dr. Pepper powered machine.
Do Nikkeis need to pee? No. They
What
don't need
happens
to
to-
eat or drink.
Can they?
I mean, they can, but it's not really going anywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure there's just, like, an internal, like, furnace.
They have an internal furnace that can perfectly incinerate and convert anything they consume to energy?
Pretty much.
Do you realize the sci-fi tech? That's like one of the holy grails of energy technology.
Yeah!
Is perfect energy conversion.
Yeah! And because Nikke's, the core in a Nikke is basically self-sustaining and never needs to be recharged. Nikke's, like, have a generator in their chest that will literally last forever.
Oh, so they just have fucking perpetual motion. Okay, then.
Well, the thing about sweating, like, with Nikke's is the one Nikke we see sweating more than any other is Folkwang. And she has an excessive sweating problem because it's whoever is... it's whatever the fetish of the person who designed that character was. But realistically, it's like coolant. Like, Nikkes do have essentially analogs for most biological systems in the form of mechanical ones. Like, they have like an energy conductive fluid instead of blood that is just colored red so that if they get hurt and start bleeding, it's not overtly like, oh, I'm leaking, like, oil or machine fluid. It at least looks enough like blood that they're not freaking out.
There's someone who has blue... There's someone whose ideal body as a Nikke gave them literal blue blood.
But yeah, they use, like... They have coolant to maintain their internal, like, core temperature and stuff. It's mentioned that the oldest Nikkes, like the original fairy tale models, do need to eat because they still needed, like, what was it? The core power that like their energy core that powers the rest of their body didn't extend to the, like, life support system for their brain, so they still need, like, actual calories to keep their brain alive. But that's something that was essentially modified to not be necessary for the mass production model.
Okay, yeah, you don't make Kezu like that and then give it a title, Knight of the Kezu, if you don't know what you're doing. Knight of the Penis Monster.
I was out fishing, everything dark and gloomy, when suddenly down flew Kezu, slimy and gooey. Horrified to find there were no eyes that would twinkle, only a blubbery neck, veiny and wrinkled.
Ugh. Why do
Good
they
night,
describe...
Gator.
Night, Gator. Why do they describe it like that?
Because. You know why.
I know, but I'm still going to ask because I want to have hope. I want to live in ignorance, damn it. Get all the spear
They
bugs
invent
out.
their core temperature for offensive, as being able to cool down on command would be cool. I think they can. So there is at least one part of the main story where the commander is, like, on the verge of hypothermia, and so counters, like, all huddle around them and start adjusting their core, like, temperature output, try and keep them warm for as long as possible. And, Grave, in the, like, who was added during the second anniversary, her whole mechanic is she can overheat for additional power.
Carbolites.
So I wouldn't say it's a standard feature that they all use for fighting, but it's certainly a possibility.
Give themselves that Skyrim Wimmer Centurion Steam Breath attack. Oh, I'm being chased by a very angry Yoka. By a very angry Kappa. Oh my god.
What is up with that tonight?
Yeah, it's been, really
Bad.
bad. That and there's no Nikke with a flame. You know, that probably falls under the same reasoning of why there's not more melee Nikkes. Although the story of the melee Nikkes is also just subject to a lot of, like, oh, the government is straight up lying.
Wait,
Like,
what's the
early
deal
in,
with...
we hear, like, oh yeah, the reason Nikkes all use guns because that's just what is most effective against Rapture. We tried having a melee squad and they were wiped out. It was a fucking failure. And then you do Scarlet's event, and she goes, no, the melee Nikkes were actually incredible, like, having a really good success rate, but because we were designed for speed and agility rather than durability, we were suffering a lot more damage, being up close and seeing ourselves and our friends do feats of, like, inhuman strength and speed, made the whole I'm not a human problem really bad. We needed more repairs because we were getting hit more often, and we weren't as durable. And so ultimately the government decided, yeah, no, these are good, but they're too expensive to be mass production, so we're gonna kill them all off and pick one to turn into a new fairy tale model.
That feels even more wasteful.
So yeah, melee Nikkes absolutely totally work. They were just too expensive for the government to bother making, like, effective.
I think the government is run by stupid people.
It is.
But what else is new?
It is very explicitly run by stupid, evil people.
Oh, so that's not just a consequence of the writing. That is an intended reaction of, oh, these are idiots.
Yeah, no, like, the whole thing of the central government is that it is extremely selfish, greedy, and short-sighted. It is like, what is going to benefit us and maintain our power immediately, not what is good down the line. Where
Oh my God.
all peoples, all things are tools to maintain our authority and control. And the human cost of dignity, life, and what have you is immaterial. Like, that's the whole reason we find out that's why the Goddess Squad was betrayed and left on the surface. Was, if we've done all this shit and we've lost the war, if we let Goddess Squad back into the Ark, to let them, fulfill this promise we've made that there's some reward waiting for them now after all they've sacrificed. It'll be bad for morale. It'll tell the people that we've truly given up and that the goddesses of victory weren't what they cracked up to be. So we're going to lock them out and then sell a lie that they chose to stay up on the surface because that will give people hope. And, like, the whole reason, like, all that shit happens with Dorothy is they're just like, yeah, no, we're just gonna lie because they don't deserve to come back in because they lost the war, and them being allowed to come back and be rewarded doesn't set a good precedent.
That just sounds dumb. Which, again, yeah, that's the whole point. They're dumb, but... Ah, yes, the monster's wet, so now it's all soft and poundable.
Yeah, I would have
Are
tried
you sure
to
that's the
refund
descriptor you'd like to use?
I know what I said.
Yeah. I would have rejoined the quest, but apparently since I chose return from instead of abandon, when it disconnected me, it will not let me rejoin the same quest.
God damn it.
So I've gone off on an expedition tour for the moment. I don't know what the fuck is up with my internet tonight, because it usually doesn't have problems.
Hey, Keshu, can you not roar like that?
No, it's gonna scream. It's what it does.
It has a mouth, and it has decided to make that all of our problem with its screaming.
Yes.
I love the fucking gimmick of Kezu not having any music. The reason Kezu has no music is, in the first game, the battle music specifically started when a monster saw you. So, because it had no eyes, Kezu could not see you, and thus could not trigger the battle music, or give you the benefits of being spotted. You know, giving you the emergency, like, dive and all that. And so they've decided to carry that forward with get the normal benefits of combat for the monster when fighting Kezu now. Because we've kind of gotten around that issue, but we're still going to keep Kezu having no battle music, because that was its gimmick in the first game. Oh, it's limping.
Right, Kezu flies. And now it's flying away.
Kezu flies, but it shouldn't. Wings are so tiny and weak and shitty.
According to all known laws of aviation...
Kezu should not be able to fly.
The Kezu flies anyways. Nom nom nom.
I got a ride on this great the expedition when the Aknasom and Kuliyaku that are the other monsters around were both in the same area. So I just brought it over, landed in the Aknasom, and then after I finished beating it up the Aknasom, I got to grab the Kulu as well.
Gotta peel this Kezu.
Ew.
I know what I said.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
know, I'm questioning why you choose to say these things.
You know why I choose to say these things.
No, I really don't.
To be gross.
Why would you want to do that?
Because Kezu is gross.
Oh, so you want to be like the Kezu? Huh. I didn't realize it was such a role model for you.
No. I have no way to word this. That doesn't sound weird as hell now. Fuck.
Fallen for my dastardly wordplay.
さてトグよ
Now, I am mimicking the Kezu in the hopes that it will be camouflaged and allow me to get close to it. And then I can hit it in the face.
Yeah, what Zelka just said, frauding.
Oh! I could have chosen a worse word, you know. I could have said, gotta circumcise the Kezu. Although, from the look of it...
So I'm gonna keep beating up this Great Azuchi because I need just a couple more Great Azuchi materials to get the high rank Great Azuchi weapon.
Oh no, what happened?
I had one buddy left in need of training. I go to the buddy dojo, and it's like straight up a pixel of experience left.
Oh, that's bullshit. I hate it when that happens.
I forget I can do that because it doesn't do that often.
Also,
Yeah,
I'll
I
just say
love it when
I
I
apologize
do
if I'm
things
kind of
or
low
just
energy
miss
or not doing anything this evening. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Rise this past week, and so like playing like just like high rank with like a weaker weapon is like it's relaxing. It's like almost making me sleepy. It's like this is super chill hunting.
Lagombi. But yes, I completely agree with Minoto. When I have a job, we are doing the job. That is what we are doing.
Meanwhile, Hinoa will blow kisses back to you.
And then be like, please don't tell Minoto.
Keep it a secret. Do you need me to join for the tour of the ruins?
I don't think I particularly need it, but it would speed things up probably.
You're right. I will go and assist you with killing the Azuchis faster.
Hey, Zuki, you should do a big tail attack at me. Or it's already just not. Oh, you did the thing. That's a mistake, buddy.
Hinoa's Don't call my penis a little Kezu! That's the worst thing you've ever said!
That's legitimately gross sounding. Ugh. Why would you call it that?
That's so insulting!
バッと狩るわよ血がたぎるね闘魂バザなんとかな
How about not calling it after a monster?
Yeah, how about stop talking about my penis?
いただいてるよ素材いただき
Besides, everyone knows with the Gigi Nox, it would be the chocolate Gigi Nox.
What?
You know, instead of chocolate starfish.
I don't think this is a brooming thing, Scholar.
I
What
Why
was
are-
your plan?
My plan was to say the worst thing I could think of.
Wow,
I like how
we
Florence
showed up
complete
and
the
you just
question
instantly
immediately.
died.
行くわよ
Yeah, I like how I told it to complete the quest and immediately communication errored me again. Seriously, what the fuck?
Man, the internet is just out to get you.
Yeah.
Why do these fucking birds walk so weird?
They look like giant dodos. Or perhaps some sort of... It's like if you took the chubbiness of a dodo with the overall body shape of, like, an ostrich or something.
Yeah, it's got the long neck. It's got like the duck bill.
It's a wide variety of birds put together.
Many birds all at once.
The chimera bird. The bird of birds.
Did you at least get your items?
つい熱くなっちまった
Yes. Now I need money, so I'm gonna see if I have things to sell, which... Do I not have any trade-in items, or... Huh. Wait, no, I did... Does Rise not have a sell trade-in items thing?
It does not, unfortunately. You have to find them in your inventory and sell them manually.
Oh my god. You
That is one thing that Worlds did correctly.
Yeah, that... All games need a sell junk button.
For a Mercy, they're always like at the very back of the item box, and they're like grouped together.
Now I have.
Large shuriken.
Great Izuchi
Call
sword.
me Kuropeko, the way bitches flock to me when I dance. I don't think that's true. I haven't seen you dancing before, but somehow I think you are maybe fibbing to make yourself seem more accomplished. Also, I'm gonna be real. When I first saw like Kuropeko in Try, and it did its little dance thing, I was thinking like, why does that bird have gigantic titties? Like the heart-shaped like pouch, like on its chest that inflates all bigs. Like this is a breast expansion bird. Which real birds also do that. There are some real birds that have like vocalization, like air sacs on their chests that look like big old titties.
Big old bitties.
Dodo bird go extinct because it... For anything, it was driven to extinction because people settled in its habitat and brought pigs with them, and the pigs destroyed everything the dodos would need to survive. Yeah.
I've always heard that part of it was that people were also eating them.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
figure
don't-
it's the same situation as, like, any other flightless bird, is... If a flightless bird is having trouble surviving in the wild, it's because something has been introduced that it has not adapted to deal with.
行くか
What I'm hearing is, once again, the white people ruined everything.
Kezu again, because I still need to complete that one.
Alright, I will bring the fire... I will
chat
bring
and
my
turn off
big
the
Master Rank
stuff.
Flame Sword this time, so it dies faster, because we already did it.
すまない
Ah yes, apply fire to the Kezu.
Yep, that's a Tailster weapon.
Something, I don't think this is what they meant by in heat.
さて
See, that's the trick. It
1000
looked like the
degree knife
Teostra
versus
sword, but it's
weird
not actually the Teostra sword. Because they decided in this game that the Teostra doesn't do fire weapons.
Oh,
Instead,
right,
it does
it does blast,
explosions. It does
doesn't it?
blasts.
What?
Yeah, for
This is
some
nice
reason they
looking
decided that Teostra doesn't do fire weapons anymore. It does blast.
Which, like, it does have the explosive powder, but
And it really feels to me like... Y'all missed my Abby's an alpha joke earlier. Oh no, I saw that! I just didn't deem to dignify it with a response, because... I don't vibe with that.
I actually didn't notice it.
Oh my fucking god! Okay, I did an aerial charge slash at the Kezu, and as my sword hits the Kezu, I flinch because there was a Banabra that tried to sting the Kezu and hit me and paralyzed me instead. Yeah, no, fucking trick shot Banabra.
I think I've gotten lost.
Oh, I was hoping that wouldn't paralyze me.
my cat started
Oi!
coming over here to knock me out of the paralysis, and then paused halfway through to do a healing cord instead. Like, could you have made me get me out of the paralysis first?
Why didn't my charge slash not work? I tackled it and it wouldn't go into the second charge.
I swear, without a bacon, that you have enough to know after
Yelp Giginox was so strange to me. I don't remember what it was, like, its proper name was, but... the fact that it had electricity and turned red when it enraged is like, why did you just make it into Kezu again? Like, Giginox was always the Kezu substitute. But then... they decided, no, we need a Giginox that just is Kezu.
Emergent evolution.
Fucking guess.
The one trio of the... Nah.
What? Hope so.
I did like Giginox. It was an interesting take on the blind cave monster.
It's going all the way to
It's also
the other end
gross,
of
like
the
more
fucking
monsters should be, frankly. From what I've seen of it, it's gross, and we need more gross monsters.
Kezu writhing on the floor, everything reminds me of her.
Oh my god. I miss her bros. Oh, no bros here, so... I miss her gals.
I forget if Kezu actually goes to sleep, because the last time we followed it here, when it was low on health, it seemed to just wander around for a bit. I didn't see it actually go to sleep. Maybe if I stay back, it'll... But it's going awfully slow.
Kezu needs no sleep. It is asleep 100% of the time. Can't you tell by the fact that it has no eyes?
Where are
Sleeping
you
part.
going? Right. Going to sleep?
I saw the red bit on its icon there disappear.
Oh.
Oh yes, looking at the
I
Kezu
did
like...
not expect it to have that particular pose when it sleeps. It
hold
sleeps
on.
standing up.
There's a Morning Wood joke in there somewhere.
There we go. There's a nice 2300 damage. Get down from there.
狙われてんぞ。乗ってきたわ。いいサポートだ。来るぞ。何かしてくる。
I don't know what Gachimuchi is. Your reference is lost on this one, Kaja.
Yeah, I'm lost on that one too. Pale extract. Oh.
Oh, it's the porn series that has the boss of this gym bit. Ah. I never knew what that was called. All it ever was, hey buddy, leather clubs, three doors down. Fuck you. And that's the entirety that I knew.
Yeah.
I also remember there was one video that put Bayonetta's, like the Bayo 1 hair and glasses on the guy, and then when they start like wrestling on the mat, it's like got the gun like shoes on his feet and just like playing Bayonetta battle music and sound effects with like the guns randomly going off.
Why does the Suspicious Fang have to use slurp in its description?
Because Kezu is gross.
You know what? That should probably be my expected answer for all this kind of thing.
Yeah, everything about Kezu can be answered with because it's Kezu. Why is it like that? You know exactly why it's like that.
Because Kezu is like that.
I've done it. I've trained all of my dogs and all of the cats to level 50.
Nice.
Actually, do I need to start some more training for mine? Yes.
見ていってくれたまえ。取引開始といこう。さて、始めよう。商人の血が騒ぐね。
What do the Meow scenarios have for me?
You know, I do have a lot of Kezu parts.
おう。はっはっは。
I am missing one high quality pelt. God damn it.
Oh, I never noticed this. Near, over by Rondine in the Buddy Plaza, this This one, Palico, has painted a bunch of scenes from some of the older games. Like, there's the... I don't remember what it was called, but the village from Generations Ultimate. There's Yakumo Village. Or, I think that's what it was called. That vaguely looks like one of the boats you'd see in Moga and Try. That's the sand ship you'd hunt Gen Moran with. And that's Izolyn. Right there in the camera. Hi, Izolyn.
Hi.
I just want to acquire a high-quality pelt.
From Kelpies and Antecas.
Ah. I just need one, and I think I can make a full Kezu set. A Kezu set.
Boats on the deserted island. Ah.
Ah yes, how to train your Palamute.
How many quests do you need to progress through high rank?
One more. At least for 4-star, anyway.
So let's see. Did that one?
We have
Rose and Kulu.
Irmisam, Lagombi, or Tetrandon. Either of you have any preferences?
Not really.
No.
Let's fight a cap with them.
Petrana the Dawns.
I need to take a break from my,
Is it still impossible to actually say Kappa in Twitch chat without it turning it into an emote because Twitch just doesn't actually have any kind of special markdown for when you're trying to do an emote or not? Oh, is it based on whether or not you're capitalizing it? Yeah, Twitch really desperately needs to, like, do markdown like how Discord puts... You put a colon at the start and end of it.
Yeah.
Ah, well, you see, that would be convenient, and we can't have that.
We're gonna fight this Tetranodon because the quest giver tells us that the Tetranodons can talk and smack.
Obviously.
Tetranodon can talk?
No. This dude's just pissed off at a turtle. It's like I was saying, the reason you do any given quest in Monster Hunter is, like, utterly inane and ridiculous. This shit just happens because someone could pay to hire a professional to kill an animal.
Ah, yes, I think you should capture these Diablos to be pets.
Go and capture me a Rathalos and a Rathia, because I want a pet, but I don't want it to be lonely.
What do you think you call a baby rat?
I always thought of it as, like, Rattling.
I like Rattling, actually.
Yeah.
Rattling's kind of cute, actually.
There's actually a video of, like, a Rathian attending its nest in the first game. Like, the ecology video for a Rathian was it bringing a Velociprey back to its nest, and then, like, crushing it just enough to kill it, and then taking it to the nest with her chicks. And like the hatchlings are all like this kind of muddy, like colorless sort of brown shade because they haven't started showing whether they're Rathalos or Rathian yet.
Boy. Fucking turtle duck ass motherfucker.
Oh, is this Avatar?
It is now.
The Viera are just humanoid rats. To a degree, I guess, yeah. They don't show any secondary sexual characteristics until partway through adolescence.
What that's at?
So, I've been playing a Pathfinder campaign called Season of Ghosts with some friends of mine. And I am playing a kineticist in that game. And at a certain level, around level 3 or so, a kineticist gets an ability called Extract Element, where if you have... kineticists are tuned to like one or two specific elements.
Yeah, you can expand how many elements you have as you level up, or you can just increase your control with the elements you already have.
Yes. So the elements that I have on my kineticist, I started with earth and water.
Oh.
So she's meant to be sort of a frontline tank / healer because she has a water like ability is a quick like single action heal that has a short cooldown, and then her starting earth ability was armor in earth to instantly gain really high armor class on the level of heavy armor. But since she has water as one of her elements, and she's now level 3 and can extract elements, we are, in Season of Ghosts, we're dealing with a lot of yokai and various creatures from Asian mythology. And some of them, like, are Kappa. And I'm really waiting for the moment where we get into a fight with some Kappa, and she can use Extract Elements to just pull the water out of the dish on their head.
It also lets you get around, like, things that would normally be immune to your element.
Yeah, if you successfully manage to extract elements on a creature of one of the elements that you have, that you are attuned to, it becomes more vulnerable to your elemental abilities. It makes you stronger and makes that one particular creature more vulnerable. It's a very
I remember
neat ability
seeing that when I was looking at stuff for my metal kineticist from the teammate campaign. Like, oh yeah, here's the thing to make sure you don't just immediately become junk if you're up against, like, a metal elemental.
Yeah, or something that has whatever... that is resistant to whatever you decided to base your character around. I mean, I already had that problem with my sorcerer, where, for flavor, I wanted to be focused primarily on fire and primal spells. So she's got a whole lot of AoE fire, some plant stuff, some animal shape-shifting. And then whenever so our GM has had to, like, think very carefully about, like, if she wants a fight to be challenging, she basically has to give the monster fire resistance. so that I just don't instantly fireball it on turn 1.
Is that Soul acting as GM for that campaign?
Say again?
Is that Sulcius?
No. I was playing, Pathfinder campaign with Soul a while back, but she had a bunch of real-life situations.
Yeah, that was the Kingmaker one where I was thinking that was specific.
Yeah. Yeah, that Kingmaker campaign sadly did not, last very long just because she had a bunch of real-life stuff that made it hard to find time.
I think that might just be like officially fully canceled at this point. I don't see the Discord server anymore.
I think she's using it for a Kane game.
That's the newer.
Yeah, that's the newest iteration of Blades in the Dark that Abaddon is telling people is a new system.
Petronodon.
I wonder if Icon ever ended up actually being good. Like what version that's on now.
The Swedes. Kitty cat switch axe.
Oh! It's got the open eyes and the grinning Cheshire smile on one side, and then it's got the cat is asleep on the other side.
Ah. Nice.
The last update on Icon was 1.5 playtest release last year.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I was looking at those chainsaw switch axes, thinking about getting one of those as a layered weapon.
Ah, chain blades.
Oh boy, it's Giratotus time.
Giratotus.
It was so jarring to see Giratotus as a high-rank-only monster in this game after playing World, where it's the fucking chump bitch monster that you kill super easily and is, like, totally pathetic when you first encounter it in World. And then it's your urgent quest for high rank in Rise. Like, what, why are you sending me after this thing? This is your litmus test for whether I can hack it in high rank? This thing's pathetic.
I like how Minoto calls it a disgusting yuck fish.
He's right, and she should say it.
Zelkaja, why are you Suzuku?
If Zelkaja is Suzuku, does that mean they're at soup? Are you buying clothes at the soup store?
But why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Yeah. Questionable monster rearing practices aside, how did he get that little baby frog?
I don't know.
It
Based on
probably
what,
sent the hunter to go kill a Tetranodon. Not a Tetranodon, Tetsukabra. and steal like the little tadpole for him. That's why IMA got injured and is now like sort of retired, actually.
Ah, that was you. You're the one who got him that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what her deal was. I remember that she's like out here and is like, yeah, I'm retired. Wait! Oh, after a certain point, she's not retired anymore. Like, it used to be retired Hunter Ayame, and now she's high-rank Hunter Ayame. She's cool. I like her.
Her armor has the midriff, though.
That's the Nargacuga armor.
I feel like I'm looking at a Kunoichi outfit from some kind of porn series.
Yeah, I do know I've seen a fan art where, like, it was Minato, I think, offering IMA some quests that she thought would help IMA get back in shape, but I don't know if that was based on, like, actual lines in-game or not.
No, that is. After, you keep talking to, like, Ayame as you progress through, like, low and high rank. She
now we're
says
getting...
that, like, hey, you're doing so good, it's inspired me to, like, maybe... I've been letting this injury keep me down and feel like I can't do anything, but seeing how much you've accomplished, I feel like maybe I should give things another shot and get back on that horse. And so after a certain point, yeah, she comes out of retirement and goes back to hunting.
Oh, and here I did get Giratotus cutscene.
Yeah, because Giratotus you can only encounter in high rank. Well, starting in high rank. I don't really need to worry about spirit birds because... Oh my god, that... I felt like I slid really far there along the ground. That was weird. I don't need to worry about spirit birds or anything because I'm in mastery. I'm basically indestructible.
It's dope. Very, very important for me to grab this antidote. Hoping to down for the war, but I didn't get it. There we go. Going by the sound effects, that Metsushiro Yugeki somehow got like the delayed hit effects that hit even if it's no longer close to you, like longsword hits.
Because it's fucking cool, and that's just what a good uppercut does.
Yeah.
Haha, the silly Giratotus tried to attack me and instead took 300 damage. So I did some Curio like armor mod, and I managed to get rank 2 of Intrepid Hearts. So now, when I fill my meter, in addition to getting one hit of super armor, monsters just take 300 explosive damage when they touch me.
Ball.
I have
That'll
more
work.
than a few times seen monsters hit me and then immediately stagger.
I did manage to counter the second roar it did there, so, you know, it roared at me and I just uppercut it straight in the face.
相手が悪かったわね
Nope. Take a potion, I meant to cycle through the fire.
覚悟しなどこに行こうっての そりゃ
Akuma brought the Metsu Shoryugeki with him.
I thought I was about to do a tail flap and then he staggered it.
God, there's so many moments of like, oh boy, it's doing a predictable attack or a roar. I can get a counter. It staggers.
Yeah. I think my least favorites are still the ones where, like, it just full-on misses you. It's just like, I had timing perfect and everything, and then the monster whiffed.
Yeah, no, I had a friend say she was new to the game and she was playing Charge Blade, and she was complaining to me that she really didn't like fighting Anjanath because it was so tall that every time she tried to get a counter, it would just go over her head.
Yeah, I think Anjanath also has a thing that, like, it tends to mess up the Metsu Shoryugeki because it has a second hit. I've been slapped with a wet fish. Not quite the same thing as being slapped with a wet fish.
Play the status files or switch axe, the type, and a status. That would be neat, yeah. Like how some dual blades had an element and a status effect, or different elements and all that. I still would love it if they had, like weapons that did different damage types. Like I think the Rajang Greatsword should deal blunt damage because it's a Kanabo. Or like all the hammers that are axes should deal slashing damage.
Skip the hammers.
That would be
need to
neat
cut
if they
things.
actually did that.
Damn, that was a fucking Plesioth chat.
Oh my god, the Juratotus and the Plesioth are interbreeding.
Oh, is that why it's tougher on Rise than it is?
Yes.
No, it roared and triggered Intrepid Heart, which blasted it out of the water.
ここからだ
countering the hit check doesn't work very well because the hit check moves it past the actual hitbox for the counter. So, like, I didn't take damage, but I also didn't do anything.
Yeah. I'll say I've had some cool moments of trying to line up the elemental counter. And then hitting, like, a fireball with it, so it's like cutting the fireball. Where I don't deal any damage, but I do go into the amp state and block the attack.
Anyways, that's the reason why I wanted to grab an antidote there. Antidote shout out.
Oh, it has decided to pick a fight with an Arzuros when it is on the brink of death.
That's certainly a choice.
I don't think it'll live long enough to regret it.
See, this is an Arzuros capturing a salmon. Obviously.
Oh, the power of the Mounted Punisher got reduced because...
Oh, because I popped on the Juratotus.
Yeah.
New mount shoutout. On it like paint. Which, Scholar should get that one, but...
Oh, yeah.
Which is also my end quest thing is the road to good intentions.
Oh, yes. The road to good intentions be paved in hell.
So both that and On It Like Paint are from
Warframe.
the lady who handles sort of your dailies in Warframe.
Dailies and also weeklies.
Yeah, dailies and weeklies.
Dailies, weeklies, and the real weeklies. The weeklies that aren't
So whenever you complete one of them, she'll pop in with various voice lines.
And one of the good ones is just On It Like Paint. Though admittedly, a lot of them are really good.
Zelkaja, I think Juratotus does just kind of taste like mud.
Have you ever had wild catfish?
I have not had a wild catfish taste.
Like mud. Because I was gonna say, the reason for that is because they are always in mud. So, like, we have a real-world equivalent to compare it to. Catfish.
So the jury is in. The Juratotus does in fact just taste like mud.
Some
Whereas
catfish
farm-
that are big enough to eat.
Yep. There's a reason that technically noodling, catching catfish with your arm, is, if not illegal, then highly discouraged.
As we now have the hammer switch skill quest.
Uh-oh. Invading monsters.
Catfish
Amongst
that ate a
all
Nazi,
the,
wasn't there? Yeah, I remember reading something about that, of, like, there was a skeleton with Nazi paraphernalia in the stomach, of a massive catfish. Implying that's, like, either a Nazi was, like, tossed into a river, and the catfish, ate the body, or actually just straight up got eaten by a catfish.
Catfish will eat just about anything that gets near their little lair.
Yeah, they're bottom feeders.
They ain't picky.
They're freshwater pigs.
They also make for good nuggets. Catch them and fry them up.
Anyways, it's 11:25. So do we want to get in one more hunt or what?
Your call.
Oh no.
Figure there'd be a catfish monster by now. Well, we do have the gajao, which are just, like, just catfish as small monsters. And we actually we did have a catfish monster. Gobiel was a blend of anglerfish and catfish, because it had the barbells and did a lot of catfish activities.
Yeah.
I love Gobiel.
Hello, kitty. Oh no.
Yeah, shame we'll never see it again, because it was designed for underwater combat.
Oh no. Plot twist, underwater combat in wilds.
Unlikely, unfortunately.
Oh, I know. No, let... Puff the copium.
Wild, bringing back underwater combat would be enough to get me to play it.
It would be the redemption. You would have to be like, I'll do it for underwater combat.
That said, I don't think it is, because if it was, they would have shown it off by now.
Oh no, yeah, it would have been... one more hunt.
Yeah, let's do this so Scholar can get the hammer switch skill.
Oh, I should probably talk to someone first before that.
Yeah, it's Sushi will have that.
I don't think he gave me the one for hammer.
It should be in the second set.
Ah, there we go. Yep, honing your hammer.
It's also a great sword one, which I don't remember which great sword one that is.
I'm gonna be honest, honing your hammer sound... Maybe I'm just tired and in the gutter, but honing your hammer sounds kind of dirty.
Yeah, that one's just you.
Okay, yeah. I'm tired. Everything sounds dirty when I'm tired. I blame my parents. I learned it by watching them. That sounded a lot worse than I intended.
Sure did.
That was meant to be a reference to the I learned it by watching you weed.
Yeah, the old drug campaign.
But considering what we're talking about, yeah, that came out worse than intended. Good old that came out wrong.
Oh, Rajang is here.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Monkey?
Rajang is hanging out.
Yeah. I guess because we are in 5-star now.
We are about to face Monkey?
Well, it's going to be asleep at first.
Oh, so we can potentially avoid Monkey.
You kidding? Let's go get it.
Yeah, let's grab it.
Also,
So
I
use this
forgot-
Rajang to beat the
Into it.
shit out of Puke.
You're right. We can use Rajang for its proper purpose, going King Kong on everything. Try not to have too much fun.
Look at it go! Why isn't Legia Cruz in this Because they are trying to forget
Oh.
Legia Cruise exists, because it was meant to be the flagship of Gen 3 as the big underwater Apex monster, and then they realized they don't want underwater combat because it's a lot of extra work. And so now they've got a monster that exists pretty much specifically for an environment or combat style that is probably not coming back.
No matter how much anyone asks.
Anyway,
Or
you
just
two have
being over where
okay,
Rajang was
handled,
before
right?
these, what it looks like when you use Rajang to beat up on another monster scholar. It's pretty great because what you do is you just spam the fucking laser.
Oh, it's a Dragon Ball Z.
Well, like, you know how some monsters are better at beating up other monsters than others? Rajang has the laser, which is one of its highest damage options, that also comes out really fast.
Ah, yes. The Super Laser Piss.
Yeah, so for a much of high rank, when Rajang shows up in a quest, it's just going to be in some out-of-the-way location, asleep. And if you're feeling brave, you can go grab it, which, of course, because of how Lion and Riding works, you would have just run up to it and do a Silkbind skill, and now you have a free Rajang belt. Are you fighting the Rajang? Adam?
Yes.
You know what? Fair enough.
Rajang deserves it. I've seen what Rajang is like.
It knows what it did.
I think
suppose I
it.
should try to, actually cut this book and poke his tail. It's a thing.
Yeah, it knows what it did, and it's unrepentant about it. Off in the distance, I hear bongos. The bongos are, of course, Rajang.
Well, the other thing is that Rajang is not a fucking nightmare to fight in this game.
It is?
Like, it's a real monster now that isn't just designed to be as unpleasant as possible like World was. Like, you have to remember, they explicitly reworked and messed with how Rajang works in 4 World to make it harder.
Yeah, because in World it was a post-launch title update in the Master Rank expansion, and it's just a base game monster here in Rise, so...
Ah, of course.
It's genuinely just not as fast, and a bunch of its attacks, like, don't... It has actual recovery on some of its attacks.
Oh.
It is not instantly going from one attack to another for the entirety of the fight.
Oh. Even though Puke is kind of an asshole, I still kind of like it.
Yeah, I think Puke is another one that's harder in this than it was before, because it is now a high-rank monster.
No, Puke is available in low rank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, yeah, I guess even... Well, no,
I just like the idea of Puke.
Funny chameleon bird.
Yeah. It spits poison at you.
I mean, like, you do the Witcher quest, and it's like, you have Puka Puki as a friend.
Oh, hey, Barryoth.
Having monsters named Baroth and Barryoth in the same gen was one of the most baffling decisions the localization made.
That's just
Alright,
me.
Let's go back towards Puka. Finish beating that one up.
Yeah, we were in the middle of something.
Yeah, I took it off to fight Baroth because, you know, I might as well when I have the Wyvern ride with it.
Thank you, Vasco. Yeah, everyone thought the funny frog birds in Wilds beta were gonna be baby Koopas.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, I got the poison spit, and, like, I didn't get any damage on Puka out of it, but I did at least not get poisoned.
I do remember seeing the art of the baby, damn it. The Thunder Dogs.
Oh, the
Zenogre?
Zenogre pups?
Yes, the Xenogre pups. Very adorable. I want to pet one. I know it would end with my arm ripped off, but I want to pet one. It's like how tigers look so pettable, but you know if you tried, you would just lose an arm.
I don't know, I've seen some tigers in the zoo, and they are, they're pretty chill.
Well, those are zoo tigers, though.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna go out into the fucking rainforest and find some tigers.
You don't know what my life is like.
Yes, I do.
I mean, if you're going out into the rainforest and fighting some tigers, I don't think trying to pet them is your biggest issue.
They're farting on me.
Rajang hit me with the grab, but it was right at the start of the animation, so it overshot, and so it couldn't follow up.
Wait, I think Cookie and Barrel are both going over to where you are with Rajay.
Oh, and look at that! Rajang just became ready for Wyvern riding again.
Alright, drive it like you stole it!
Dun, dun.
Oh my god! Beam!
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 The fifth magic was just Rajang's all along.
Get back here, you big chimp!
Noam Chomsky.
Alright, Puka Puka is one thing, and... Puka, are you going over to where the Rajang is again?
I think they have decided it was on site with the fucking Rajang, apparently.
It might be going to, like, no? Yeah, this.
I respect their enthusiasm and confidence.
Rajang's had enough. It's trying to just fucking leave.
Man, I'm just trying to nap, says Rajang.
It can sleep when it's dead.
Rajang just wants a nice nap.
It ran to the area where Baroth was still hanging out, and then tried to go to another area again. This Rajang is having the worst day.
Rajang's no good, horrible, very bad day.
Think there are people other than the Guild Marm that want to fuck monsters? Yeah, me.
I mean, doesn't the Guild Marm have the club? It's like Monster Claws Club or something.
Oh, hit me.
But look, wasn't there someone who made some comment about Brachydios in World?
Good warm.
Yeah, in World,
In
there
World?
was one of the older Wyverian scholars that gets really excited about research. He's like, "Goodness me, I feel like a young maiden that's first seen a Brachydios."
Oh, so Brachydios is just confirmed baby's first monster.
Yeah, I think we commented on that when we first saw that in World Scholar.
I can comment on it again. Brachydios, starter monster. Ah, good. Great wire bug. Whee! Ah, that,
Which monster is the one slur of Monster Hunter? Italis.
I think they meant in terms of what people want to fuck.
I just know that there's a bunch of variants of Fatalis. There's original Fatalis, then there's Crimson Fatalis, which is the exact same monster, but now it's red and can summon meteors. And then there's White Fatalis, which is the same monster again, but now it's got now it's white scales, it has red on it, and it has fur, and now it summons Dragon Lightning. Like, it literally reads like fucking OC variations of the same design.
Original character, do not steal.
This is my own character. Latalis.
Original character, do steal. Original character stealing right now.
Hey, alright, broke Rajang's tail.
Oh, it can no longer turn into Great Uzuru.
Oh, and there goes the other horn! The Renoplos hit me and triggered Intrepid Heart, and the explosion hit Rajang and blew its horn off.
Man, that poor Rajang. That's Rajang.
It's a very bad game. It's more no sympathy.
Oh no, I know. Check.
Honestly, I know I'm using a weaker weapon, but it still feels like, wow, this thing's taken a lot longer than I expected. Like, at this point, my goal is to see if I can take care of this Rajang solo while the two of you do the actual quest.
Rathian has appeared.
I'm hoping you kill the Rajang first so that we can go and carve the Rajang.
Alright, Rajang, come on.
At least one thing yet, or?
No, but it's gone to a few areas. I've gotten multiple part breaks. I'm just thinking that based on how long this fight has gone on, it has to be slowing down soon.
They're all going to a new zone.
They made this one Rajang immortal as a joke.
Sun Wukong?
It wasn't just a monkey, it was a hyper murder.
Hyper murder monkey. I mean, are we sure that's not what Rajang is?
I mean, we know that's what Rajang is.
Or is it just
And
neutral?
Bye, Abby. Bye, Abby.
Oh god!
What?
It went for the crab on Scholar!
Oh,
Fortunately, it
Bye.
overshot.
Right, knocked it out of rage.
Fortunately, it did not get me. I don't think I would have survived if it had. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm ready to go full monkey.
Yeah, that's quitter talk.
No, I mean, I don't think I'm ready. One day, but not yet. I need training. I need preparation. I need focus.
What do you need starting energy?
Just be sure.
Oh, there it is! Rajang's low on health!
Punch it in the face. Again. Arm wrestle Rajang and live to tell the tale.
Come on, you missed!
You missed! Could you miss? She was like 3 feet in front of you!
There's always a very particular kind of oh shit when you get low on health and then you see Baroff start preparing fucking steam train charge at you.
At least I had Intrepid Heart to avoid the damage, but... I'm sorry, the Abortion Ripper? Shit happens to Sun Wukong that I was not familiar with.
Oh, the abortion well. Ah, yes, that changes so much.
Well, Rajang's almost dead. It is limping away.
Rajang just...
Hey! Rajang down!
Oh my god.
He was limping away and then I came in with Baroff and ran it the fuck over.
I'm just imagining...
Roadkill.
So what I'm hearing is someone said...
Stole my... The Baroff kill stole me.
What I'm hearing is someone said, I like trains, and then Barrioth just came out of nowhere.
Baroff.
Or Baroff.
Wrong monster name.
In my defense, I doubt I'm the only one.
Baroff came out of nowhere. That would be very surprising.
In my defense, I suspect I'm not the only one to say Barrioth instead of Baroth. Plus, Barrioth just sounds like a better name.
Why aren't you going over to the fucking Rathian, Baroff?
As Baroth just decided today is I don't like anything day.
Like I'm actually ahead of the barrel. You've heard of the, persistent predators where you keep going running away and then they just keep showing up. But what have you heard of? What if they're already there?
Well, well, well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was going to get more mud.
And then Raphael was just waiting in the mud pit.
Ian, stop pushing it around! I can't hit it!
Yeah, that's one of the downsides to Wyvern rides when you're not the person riding, is that every time they hit it, once you've gotten the Mountain Punisher ready, it will fall over, so it just keeps flopping about.
Every time I try to do my big wire bug attack, it just immediately get knocked out of the air.
Is Baroff going to leave to specifically go pick a fight with the Hulu?
I think it would be funny if it did. I think this should be the world's angriest bear-off.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's dead before it can do that.
Hey, a Rathian kick. I think that was probably the longest quest we've done as part of these streams, just because I decided to go fight Rajang on the side instead of actually contributing. Yeah.
I can't even blame you for that, though. We got Rajang stuff out of that. Yeah, see... Women flirt with Sun Wukong because it's Sun fucking Wukong. God damn it.
I really do. This character really does look good with the horns. Those were a good addition.
The horn.
Additional rewards. Rajang horns, fur, tail, claws, fangs.
Yeah. Damn. I could probably do some stuff with that Rajang stuff. Maybe not immediately, but eventually. I feel like we get a lot more money in this game than we did in World.
It's possible. I haven't looked at the actual numbers.
Yeah, don't have enough parts to actually make any of it, but it's like, it's rarity 5 armor and then rarity 7.
Yeah, it is a step above what the game expects you to be dealing with at this point. And the Rajang set is decent. Heroics, Max Might, Latent Power.
Crit Boost.
Crit Boost. Yeah, Crit Boost is a really strong one. The trick with what makes Maximum Might so tricky is that it's only a 30% affinity boost, and you have to be using a weapon that just never uses stamina. Like Greatsword and Longsword really like Max Might, but like a bowgun set can use Max Might. But like Hammer is constantly using up stamina for its charge attacks.
Dual Blades uses it for Archdemon mode.
Bow is spending stamina on every single attack. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do not have nearly enough stuff to make Rajang.
You could also look at the Rajang weapons now.
Oh yeah, I did look at the hammer. It was okay.
Rajang has like the negative affinity, right?
In some of the games, I don't know about this one.
Yep, minus 20% affinity.
Oof.
And yeah, all the MR armors look different.
I am tired. For a second, I misread that as Mr. Rajang.
Actually, it seems like
Yeah.
the Rajang weapons gain affinity as you upgrade them, so they may get out of the negative.
My God.
Yeah, in World they made it so like the Furious Rajang stuff had positive affinity.
Yeah, they changed how it works. So in this one, standard Rajang weapons have better affinity, stronger elements, but less sharpness, while the Furious Rajang has less element and less affinity, but a fuck ton of purple sharpness.
Oh.
Yeah, trading same raw damage, but Furious has a lot of purple and less element, while standard Rajang has significantly less sharpness, but better affinity and stronger element damage. Anyway. Yeah, standard Rajang set, that's kind of the Haori and Hakama. Then where is then Master Rank Rajang? I don't know what this look is. I don't know quite how to describe it, but it's got like
Camilla
rosary
Fire
beads.
Emblem, but she's gold.
No, this is not Furious. This is regular Rajang. Furious Rajang armor in Rise is the Divine Ire set, which is the same look, but has more fur, it's sticking up more, and you get pigtails.
I stand by my statement that the earlier Rajang armor was just Camilla Fire Emblem, but she's got gold accenting now.
Yeah, the high rank Rajang armor is the best looking. I remember I made in Freedom Unite, I made the regular Rajang armor just because it looked so good.
It does. Samurai Lord looking ass.
I do, yeah, the pigtail look for the Master Rank Furious Rajang set is kind of cute, but it's like, not what I would expect from the Rajang look.
I would expect full-on Super Saiyan hairdo.
Goddamn.
Right, well, it is 9 o'clock Pacific time. We have gone over by 30 minutes because I decided to pick a fight with that Rajang.
I can't blame you. That was worth it.
I mean, I also absolutely intended to grab the Rajang for the Wyvern ride the first time we saw one, so...
But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for tonight.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for stopping by. We will see you around, and good night.
Good night. Hopefully, we will be able to get through some more of high rank tomorrow evening.
Yeah. Alright, y'all.
Night.